Promotions, that is. Jake El Gallo Paul taking on Gervonta Tank Davis.
Gervonta Davis wins this fight. Everything Jake Paul has done is wiped completely out.
Tank wouldn't do that.
Exactly. He ain't gonna do that. He ain't gonna ruin his reputation and fight this fuck.
Hello YouTube, welcome to this new video, and for today we're going to be talking about a topic that is pretty crazy. And before we even talk about that, I want to say welcome to Paxy World, where we talk about everything going crazy on the internet right now. And today we have something that's pretty much growing in popularity a lot, and that is the Jake Paul versus Tank Davis fight. And these two are huge names in just in the boxing ring right now, with Tank Davis being an actual world champion. And Jake Paul being a more controversial fighter for many reasons that we'll go over in today's video.
He is the chosen one. We chose him to get his ass beat.
So I'm going to keep this intro really short. If you guys want to check out my other content, make sure to do that after this video, and I hope you guys enjoy today's video. Say hi, Stormy. Before we get into the actual fight here, we really have to talk about some small details between these two fighters. Like, who are these two, and why is this fight so important to like entertainment or YouTube or even Netflix? Now, who Jake Paul is? Jake Paul is a fighter wrong way around. YouTuber turned professional fighter, and he has fought some pretty big names. For example, Mike Tyson. Who else did he fight? Nate Diaz, Tyron Woodley, which I will show you guys some proof that this is me actually at the Tyron Woodley fight, which is one of my biggest videos till this day. But what is really crazy is why Jake Paul is so controversial is a lot of people hate him. He has this character of being a very annoying and just over the top all the time, pointing people out, talking a lot of trash about certain boxers, for example Mike Tyson, which is very loved in the boxing community. But I even have examples of that. When I was in Cleveland, when I was at the Tyron Woodley versus Jake Paul fight, everyone in the crowd was booing Jake Paul when he came out, and even like there were some people screaming like "F you, Jake Paul" in the crowd. It was overall, even though a lot of people hate Jake Paul, it was still a cool fight to go to, especially in my hometown, Cleveland. While Tank Davis, on the other hand, is a professional boxer and actually is a champion. Now, why Jake is a YouTuber turned professional fighter, Tank Davis has been fighting most of his life, and Tank Davis' record is actually 30 wins and 0 losses and 1 draw, which the draw was what Roach. And with a record like that, I would say that Tank is actually a really good fighter. And I want to say why we are on the topic about Tank. I know it's a little early, we're talking about the fight, but I don't know if Tank's legal troubles, there's a lot of legal troubles right now, and I'm not going to get too much in his business, but he has some legal troubles. I don't know if that's going to affect the fight or not. Maybe I'm wrong, because I know he's out on bond right now. I don't know. But maybe because it's a work event, we'll see how that goes. Now, why a lot of people have a problem with this is because the problem is Tank is a 5'5" fighter and weighs 133 pounds. Jake Paul is 6'1" and weighs 200 pounds. We can see where a lot of people have problems with that fight coming into place just because the actual size difference. And I was watching this video right here with a few of these guys talking about the fight, and one of them in the video, which I will show clips from this and talk about a few of them, it shows him saying that Tank is going to get knocked out because of his weight.
Is Tank probably going to get knocked out? Yeah, like it's pretty likely.
So?
Which I don't believe that is even true, because he is a world champion still, even the weight. And I don't think weight and height really matters in a fight. But I mean, it does. But now, honestly, I am a huge fan of Tank, and I do find Jake Paul's fights with the other guys pretty entertaining sometimes. Now, do I think I do not think Jake Paul is anywhere as good as Tank Davis, just because there's a huge difference in how long these two have been fighting, and Tank has a lot more fights than Jake Paul does. And that's not saying this fight could end different ways. I also want to say this fight's not really random. These two have been really talking about going at it for a while now. So I mean, of course, I think this fight is really gonna happen. And of course, we know Jake Paul is just a massive rage baiter. And
My call out, Jake Paul, what's up? What up, Jake Paul?
in a way, marketing-wise, he's actually a genius for this because he knows how to get people wild up and angry, which is pretty good for the popularity and makes these fights pretty entertaining. The question is this fight actually gonna happen? And I would like to say yes, because Netflix is already planning it out. Netflix did the, don't fact me on this, I will put it in the video. I'm pretty sure Netflix is the people who did the Mike Tyson one, and the Mike Tyson one on Netflix performed really well because most people have Netflix and they could go and watch it, and that one really made some money for Netflix and everybody involved. But they do say this is going to be in the State Farm Arena in Atlanta, so I guess we'll see how this fight goes in there. Now, the real question is, what happens if one of the other wins? What if Jake Paul wins? What if Tank Davis wins? And the final question being, is Jake Paul fights really rigged like people are trying to say? So I feel like if, this is 100% my opinion, guys, so no one in the comments trip out, listen, this is my video. I think if Tank wins, this is going to be even though Tank is still a huge fighter, a lot of people know Tank and he is a world champion. A lot of people do know Tank and a lot of people do know Jake Paul. And if they both, whoever wins in this, of course their popularity is going to shoot through the roof because this is a Netflix event. And I also feel like if Tank does lose this, let's go in that route. If Tank loses this, it's going to hurt his boxing. It's going to make him look bad. And that's why I think going on to the rig, people saying it's rigged, and I feel like with Tank, so Mike Tyson, he's an older fighter, of course, he is retired. And I'm pretty sure this is what people say, that he got paid more for losing that fight. And if he did, props to him for getting that money and holding back. Because a lot of people do say Mike Tyson held back in that fight. But the thing about Tank, he is a fresh fighter. He's making plenty of money right now. It doesn't matter to him if he loses this fight. If Jake wins, of course, it's just going to make him look more popular and people are going to get more angry, which is going to increase his following, which is, of course, like I said, marketing genius right there. But my opinion for this fight, I think this fight's overall going to be a great time. Just fun to watch on Netflix. And if you guys want my actual fight, who I think is going to win this fight, it's going to be Tank. That is my opinion. I think Tank's going to win this, and I think Tank has this, even though the size difference, Tank is 2 times, two times like shorter and lightweight than Jake Paul, but I still think he has it. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Tell me, who do you guys think's got this fight? I know some people are Jake Paul fans. I'm more of a Tank Davis fan. So let me know what you guys think. If you guys want to check out my other videos, I have plenty of videos coming out soon. And I hope you guys have a good night, and I'll see you guys